We're Ben and Shelley.
And welcome to our home.
We bought this van as an empty shell, and across a painstaking 6 months, with the help of my dad, we turned it into our dream home on wheels. So, let's take a look.
This is our 2023 LDV Deliver 9. It's the long wheelbase, high roof model. It comes in at 5.9 meters long, meaning we can fit in those standard Aussie car parks, but also tall enough for me to stand up inside. So we think it's the perfect size. Now let's go through what we've done to the outside of the van. This is our custom made surfboard racks. This allows us to mount both of our surfboards on the inside, because as you know, van real estate on the inside is pretty tight. These are locked in place with these straps. They're not going anywhere and really easy to access.
So in order to power everything we've got on the inside of this van, we've used a good bit of real estate on the outside. So coming up on this roof here, we have 3 200-watt solar panels, as well as 2 Max Air fans, a Starlink, and an antenna for our Telstra internet, because we like to have options. And then underneath the van, we have a whopping 3 47-litre maybe water tanks underneath, as well as a 40-litre grey water tank. And of course, we've shoved a little diesel heater up in there because surprisingly, Australia can get a little bit chilly. Now the last thing we've added to this van is super sneaky and I love it. So a lot of RVs have ugly kind of ports on the outside of the van, but for some reason LDVs came with this. So on the other side of the van, it's actually a petrol port. But what we came up with was taking this off, and we have our 240 adapter here so we can plug into power. We have our breather and we have our water fill up point. So everything is nice and snug and it just clips in and hides away, so you wouldn't even know it's there.
So this is the van side of the van. We've got this beautiful brand new interior with this absolutely amazing heads-up display. Now this connects both to Shelley's iPhone and my Android phone really well. We've got all our maps, our music, everything we could want on there. It's got brilliant aircon and everything, which our old van did not. It's automatic. It's cruise control, which is just an absolute dream. We've got controls all over the steering wheel for Siri, calling. It's so good. So if you can't tell, we absolutely love having a brand new van. It is so nice. So what we've added to the cab is we built this hat rack up here, which is just some bungee, holds our hats in place for nice easy storage. And we built this divider wall in between the front and the back. Now this acts as also a great layer of insulation, keeping the heat between the front and the back different, but it's also a great little crawl through. So if it's a miserable day, you don't want to go outside, you can just clamber on through.
But enough of the outside and the boring part of the van. Let's jump to the pretty side of the van. We love how this opens up. So we'll go through a little bit of the outside of the van. We have a little bit of shoe storage and of course a little area to sit or wipe your shoes, and a little drop down table for enjoying your morning coffee outside. Of course, we've got the van life brush. If you've lived in a van, you know this is one of your most used items, and a little step because it is quite a jump up to the van. So, welcome to our kitchen, and let me show you why it is truly one of my favourite parts of the van. So when I was coming up with the designs for this van and the kitchen, I really wanted a compact, functional kitchen that felt like you had everything that you needed in a house, but in a small van space. And I'm really happy with what I've come up with. So we'll start in this corner. We've got a nice little sink. A lot of people in vans go for big sinks. I think they're a bit of a waste of space and water because you need to fill it up. So we've got this nice little gold sink, and a nice added extra is we have hot water coming out of this tap, which I just love. And behind me here, due to our massive electrical setup, we have this double induction cooker, which works absolute wonders. We've got a whole bunch of bench space. And then coming out, we can extend our kitchen space over to here. We've got a nice little chopping board that's just sitting on some non-slip. So that just makes it super convenient. So to truly make this kitchen feel like you're at home, we have this little pull-out drawer. And this is my favorite corner of the entire van. This is my coffee machine where I can make nice coffee with beautiful views any time of the day, as well as an air fryer, NutriBullet, and of course a little bit of booze storage down there as well. This really makes living on the road super luxurious, and it helps to make friends as well. Invite them over for a coffee, and everyone on the road is always happy for a freshly steamed brewed coffee. In addition to that, we have so much storage in this van. Down the bottom here is our little diesel heater outlet, as well as so much storage. It's actually wild how much we can keep in this van. And of course we have a massive fridge. So this is the new HD 130 litre Bushman's fridge, and it's truly awesome. To have something this big is amazing. It's super deep. It's a lot deeper than other fridges we've had. So it really takes up hardly any storage. It's really efficient. It has all these grooves in the side of the door, meaning your sauces don't rattle as you're driving along the road, which is just the small things in life. So this is actually a new fridge. And we have enough gap along the front here to add another drawer, which we will do soon. So we are super glad to have a very good working and large fridge in this van. Final part of the kitchen is, of course, this massive overhead storage. So we just built out a bit further from the built-in LDV storage, and whew, it gives us so much space. We've got some dish racks and everything in here. Of course, the collapsible, that's not the right word. The detachable handled cookware, which is such a space saver. And of course, all of this goodness here. Behind all of this storage is actually all of our winter wear and our hiking gear. So this is a huge amount of storage, which allows us to have a little bit of everything that we need. And of course, we've got these cute little arches and our nice plastic wine glasses. Those little bit of extra luxuries in our van life. So let's talk power and how we get all of these appliances to work, even when we're completely off-grid and in some of the most remote parts Australia has to offer. So we are fully powered by iTech World, and as I mentioned before, on the roof we have 3 200-watt solar panels, as well as 2 240 amp hour lithium batteries, a 3,000-watt inverter, which allows us to cook on the induction cooker, coffee machine, and air fryer, as well as our NutriBullet. Of course, we have an MPPT charger to convert the solar power into our battery power, and we have a mains charger as well, so if we are at a caravan park we can plug in. I think we've only plugged in when we powered up the batteries to start for the first time. And of course we have a 40 amp hour DC-DC charger, which means we can charge whilst we're driving. If you are interested in all things electric and how we installed those, we have a full install build. We'll pop the video link up here. But hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. We are really stoked with how the electrics turned out, and we decided to go full electric for this build instead of putting any gas in. And it has been working really, really well. So not having gas, I don't know, it just feels like a little bit safer. The biggest problem was getting our hot water system to work. So we have a 15-litre hot water system, which Dad rigged up to automatically charge whilst we're driving, as well as we can fully turn it off or we can boost it. So it does take about 4 hours to charge from completely cold to hot water, but when we're driving all the time or you just put it on for a boost, it holds its hot water really well, and we are so stoked to not have any gas in the van and not to worry about it. And yeah, just to be fully powered by the sun is pretty cool.
This is the main area of our van. These are our 2 pull-out desks, his and hers. We both work remotely from our desks, and with views like this, who can blame us? Now, underneath here, we've got ample storage. We've got clothes, electrics, and Shelley's favorite, a little laundry chute in here for all our dirty clothes. Now, because the bed is quite high on these desks, we also have a foot rack to make sure that we sit ergonomically to proper when we are working.
If you can't tell, this is my footrest because it's a little bit higher.
It is.
It's on the other side.
To finish off this as a nice working area, we've got these beautiful arches with lovely photos and frames and prints all up decorating it. We've got wireless chargers for our phones and 65-watt USB chargers, meaning we haven't got to turn on the inverter to just charge our laptops up. We can plug in to those, and they're powerful enough to charge even my top spec MacBook Pro. Let's go over to my favorite part of the van. So this is my guitar. Now, I had this in the old van, but it looked a bit different, and I painstakingly resprayed it, repainted it with the help of Shelly's dad, and it has come out looking an absolute treat. So that has its pride in place on the wall. We also have here a really handy little magazine rack where we keep all those brochures and stuff that you get from the information centers, as well as our Kindles and stuff for easy reading in bed. Oh, and everyone always asks me, where's your amp? Where'd you plug in your guitar? It's easy. I just plug it straight into my Mac. I actually have some software on there which emulates guitars, pedals, amps, you name it, real nerdy stuff. But it's great, and I can wear it with headphones so I don't have to annoy Shelly or the neighbors around us. Now, jumping up here, we have got these huge overhead compartments. Now, these are pretty chock-a-block, as you can see with mine, so I'll just hide that. But they are full of clothes and excess warmer layers like jumpers and jeans and jackets, and also like sporting gear, and I keep some of my tech and electrics up here because nerd. Oh, and I just forgot. Hidden up here in the depths of my cupboard, we've got a little projector. Now, this nifty little projector attaches on underneath here, streams across, and we put our projector screen up and have a nice cozy movie night, because who doesn't have a projector in a van these days?
So speaking of electrics, we have this cool little sneaky place, so no cords are out for everyone to see. Under this little seat, so this is our little extra seat, but underneath it lifts up and it's our little charging box. So we've got 4 times 3 lots of USB and USB-C chargers in there that simply turn on and off. And we also, for safety, have a massive on-off switch that can cut all of our electrics. So that keeps all of our cords nice and neat and away, and the van looking a bit cleaner. Which brings us to this little nifty station I've forgotten the name of.
The monitor station.
So this is our main power hub viewing area, so we can see how much water we have. This is what we like to see. We are full on the water and empty on the grey water. This is where we can turn our inverter on and off to use our cookware, obviously. This is our booster for our hot water, our light switch, as well as how much power we've got on. So this is a really good little, at a glance, have everything that you need just here. So if you haven't been following along our van build journey, you might be wondering what this is beside me here. This is our secret weapon of the van, and something that took a lot of convincing to get my dad to help me build, and by help, make it happen. This is our secret hideaway shower. We are so happy with how it works. We've been on the road for a while now. It's super functional, and let me tell you, having a hot shower inside your van really, along with that coffee machine, takes this whole van life experience to a whole new level. So let's see how it works. It's pretty simple, really. You pull one of the doors out. We've got a little latch that it hooks on here, and we've got a nice full-length mirror because why not, hey? And then this one, pull on the latch, open it up, and voila. We have a shower. So this is all fully waterproof along the 3 walls here. Dad even built us a recess to keep our shower stuff in here. We put our little beautiful gold shower tap up, and there we go. We have a fully functioning shower. So beneath me is a shower tray that goes up until here, and it simply drains into our grey water. Obviously we have to be on the right angle. We can't be on a fully slanted area to make this work, but we've got some little blocks to adjust us if we need to, but it honestly drains so well and is really functional. And then as our 4th wall, just to make sure the rest of the van doesn't get wet, we've got a shower curtain. Some of the questions we had when we were building this was how it was going to go drying. It dries definitely within an hour if we keep it out like this and put the fan on. Sometimes the shower curtain takes a little while to dry, so we'll take this off, or if we need to put it away, just get a little squidgy and dry the shower. So it's super, super functional, and it just means we're not wasting all that space, considering we do have a smaller end van, despite being able to fit all of this in here. And it's away, and we have a nice big open van space again. That is one of my favorite things about the layout of this van, is how open and spacious it is, and that you can go out either door. Just feels so open and big, and it just really helps you not feel so claustrophobic when you're living in a van every day of your life.
As we often back into a lot of spaces, so we have a nice view out the window, we have also made the back of the van pretty functional. Down here, this acts as a nice step where we have these little shelves we can plonk a drink or a nice bowl of cereal or something in the morning. Now we have this huge cupboard here, which is sort of like our garage, if you will. It is massive. It runs almost the entire length of the bed all the way back. Underneath here, we have got all manner of things. Blankets, umbrellas, weights. We've got a pull-out table here. And we've got an extra tap as well. So if we need to wash off our feet or our surfboards as well, that's just a cold water hose that comes straight out of the back here. And all tucks away nicely. Also, just this little top piece isn't just a little pretty armrest. This is our little games secret cupboard. This is where we keep all of our fun things like Monopoly, Uno, and of course our blackout eye masks and our thermocell. And that all tucks away nicely in there.
So at the back of the garage is actually a little extra storage where we can get into it from the inside, and that's where we keep our bedding. So our pillows and our doona go under there through the day. Oh, and actually the other half of this bed, the other third of this bed down here, we're not going to show you, but it is our toilet and our toilet paper stash. Simply open it up, pull the toilet out, and do your business as you would in a van. So in terms of other things we've got in this van, we've obviously got a bunch of fans. So we've got 2 max air fans. Really good to have 2. You can have one pulling the hot air out and one pulling the cold air in, and that keeps really well ventilated in the van. Also got a Sirocco fan, which is super quiet, worth the money, and it has a timer so you can turn it off after like 3 hours automatically. We've got our fancy little fairy lights, and yeah, so much like cute mood lighting, so at nighttime the van can look really nice. Something that has made this van so much more functional as well as private is these windows actually tinted. So through the day, we can fully see out and admire the view, but no one can actually see in. In our old van, it was glass, so you could just see straight in and straight out. That has been an actual game changer in just having some privacy and allowing us to just feel a little bit more at home in the van without closing the curtains or anything like that. So really enjoy having tinted windows. And of course for the nighttime, we have blackouts that you put up, because in any van at nighttime, the second the light is on, it looks like a goldfish bowl on the inside. So we have the living in a bubble blackouts, and they are fantastic. They're also really good when it's really hot through the day, because you can chuck them up on the windows as like thermal shades, and they really help to keep the heat out on those boiling hot days.
So this is our super comfortable sofa, but you've probably also guessed it is our bed as well. Now, this is made of 3 cushions, 1, 2, and 3, but this was just a standard double mattress that we cut into 3 pieces. We then topped it off with a really comfy mattress topper, also cut and stuck across the 3 pieces. Now the bed itself, the frame is made out of 2 pieces of sliding timber, 1 and 2. The slats come across and are supported on the edge of the desk area. So see how it all looks put together this evening.
And this is our van in nighttime cozy mode. We really love it. All of our arch lights are dimmable. They change colors, which, I mean, we don't really use.
We never change color. This is always just on this nice light color.
But I really wanted them to be dimmable. We love how comfortable and cozy this van is. This is a full-size double bed, which was important for Ben because he is 6 foot tall. So to lay out lengthways was important for you. Doesn't matter for me because I'm very short anyway. But do let us know if you have any questions. Let us know what you think of our van. We absolutely love it. And if you've enjoyed this video, it would be really nice if you can consider subscribing. It really helps little tiny little channels like us.
It does, yeah.
So let us know what you like. Let us know if you have any questions. Check out our van build series so you can figure out how we actually made this come to fruition. And yeah, follow along to see where we end up next, to see where we take this bad boy.
All over.
All right, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.
See you then. Bye. Shelley, what's your favourite thing about the van?
What's my favourite thing about the van?
You can't say coffee machine.
That it's mine. My favourite thing about the van, just how open it is, and that my design came to life, and everything is just so functional. That I guess the functionality of it. That's such a boring answer. My favourite thing about the van, other than the coffee machine, is the shower. Yeah.
Okay, what's one thing you would change if you were doing it from scratch again?
I would make a space for a dedicated freezer.
Dedicated freezer. What is one thing you have seen in other people's vans that you are envious of?
Oh.
A dog.
Oh, a dog. 100% I want a dog.
And what's your favourite place we've taken this van so far?
Okay, I have two favourite places that we've taken this van so far. It'd be the Westmac Ranges. Absolutely loved it out there. And Bay of Fires in Tasmania.
Wow. Would you do another van build?
No. No. I loved this van and I loved how it turned out. And I loved my dad. But I don't think either of us could handle another van build again. Ew! That is so disgusting.
The van is filthy from taking it on an off-road trail. And it's just rained. And now it's just disgusting outside.
Okay, you can wash the car. I'll do the
Chores today.